Hail and well met, people. Yeah, once again, your friendly neighborhood executor is back here with you. I ran into some interesting stuff on Facebook, which I thought I would share with you. Some really good propaganda. First, let me apologize for my microphone. I have a really crappy microphone, and I have to upgrade it, so I'm very sorry about that. So hopefully you can hear me. I'll try to shout a lot so the microphone can pick me up. This article here, it is www.someecards.com /news/politics/white supremacist/Muslim history. Okay. I'm going to display this stuff here on the screen here in just a second. Okay, so first off, let me start by reading the front part of the article here. White supremacist asks Muslim lawyer why there is no Christian ISIS, gets schooled. Okay? Qasim Rashid, a lawyer in Washington, D.C., went viral on Sunday for giving a so-called white supremacist and the internet a much-needed history lesson. Rashid gets harassed on the internet by anti-Muslim a-holes on the regular. One of them, who was likely quite proud of his hot take, asked him, "Where's the Christian version of ISIS and every other religion then?" I think that's a pretty good question, don't you? Where is the Christian version of ISIS? I would like to know. Rashid replied, "With thousands of years of receipts known as world history." I want to vomit. At this point, I just want to vomit. Okay. So, okay. So here we go. Gotcha, thanks. Where's the Christian version of ISIS and every other religion then? Asking for a friend. And here's the response here. Let's see. 400 years of transatlantic slave trade that maimed, raped, killed, kidnapped, and enslaved 20 million Africans, heathens, to bring them to Christ. Genocide of nature. Americans under the name of Christ is manifest destiny. Genocide of Australian Aborigines that killed 90% of their population in less than a century. Again, by the evil Christian Europeans. Salem witch trials. Spanish Inquisition. Crusades. The Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda. Now, let me just respond to this here. Oh, okay. First of all, Rashid, okay? 400 years of transatlantic slave trade. Does Rashid mention that all these slaves were captured through the Muslim slave trade by raiding blacks out of Africa? Okay? Very well. I don't want to tell you that it's, the Muslims raiding Africans, raiding black people, killing them and capturing them and then enslaving them. Okay? Now, it's true, other black tribes also, where they would wage war with each other, and then they would take the losers and they would enslave them. And then, now Christians did buy these slaves and ship them back to America. It wasn't illegal for a while, but they would do this. So it's not good that the Christians, and the people involved with this would buy these slaves. But slavery's been imposed by many, many, many white people. Many Christians, they totally despise slavery. And it doesn't mention, hey, didn't white people end slavery? Weren't white people against slavery and they wanted to end it? Okay? Nothing of this. It's all anti-white, bullshit. Pardon my French. Okay. Genocide of Native Americans. Okay? Once again, if you want to cherry pick history, if you want to cherry pick history and just take certain negative aspects without putting it in context of the big picture, then I guess you can say, yes, genocide of Native Americans. But and answer me this, okay? I'm driving across the country all the time. I'm on Native American lands all the time, and there's Native Americans there. Well, if they were all genocided, how come I'm running into them here and there and everywhere? Right? What about the Indian Wars? I mean, how long were we at war with the Indians, battling them? Okay? Now, it's true under certain circumstances, yeah. I mean, whites have done bad things to Indians, but the reverse is also true. Indians have done very bad things to white people. Okay? We've had the wars. Indians were at war with each other. Indians would rape and enslave each other. I mean, they act like they're saints. They all stood around and saying, "Kumbaya, my lord," and then the Christians showed up and beat them all in the head and killed them all, and they did it all in like a 24-hour period. That's what they act like, you know. This Rashid this guy's a lawyer. I'd like to punch this guy around the side of the neck. This guy can bite me. Okay. Genocide of Australian Aborigines. Okay. Now, I'm not from Australia, so I'm not going to comment on this one. Once again, it's more like total bullshit, I'm sure. But I'm not from Australia. I'm not like an expert in Australian history, so maybe someone from Australia would like to comment on that. Salem witch trials. Spanish Inquisition. Now it's true in the past Christianity has done some very bad things. But Christianity has matured. No modern Christian would want to take someone out and like drown them as a witch or burn them at a stake. Okay, Christianity has evolved. It's evolved. I know there's parts in the Testament that says stone people to death. It's okay. No modern Christian is going to do that. Okay, we're talking about modern. And that's the thing. Yeah, in the past, yeah, you want to cherry pick stuff? Yes. Whites, Christians, they've done bad things. Yes, they have. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next thing here. Okay, the next thing we got here, right? The Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda that has maimed, raped, and killed up to 100,000 people, according to the UN, because we know how good the UN is when they grab kids and torture them, capture people. Like all over the news. Do a Google search. Do a Google search of UN atrocities, and it just brings up this whole list of things the UN, the child smuggling, everything, just sick. Anyway. Okay, during the past 15 years, which is far more destructive than ISIS, and they've done so to establish biblical law as a self-described Christian organization. Okay, and when are people in Africa not killing each other? Different groups and tribes not raiding and killing each other. They still do that to this day. They still do it to this day, raiding and killing each other. I mean, everywhere, civil war. Everywhere they're killing each other. He just cherry picks one little thing, one little group. What about all the other ones that are killing each other? Rashid. Okay, in Central Africa Republic, Christian militias have destroyed every single mosque, and the UN reports that Muslims are facing ethnic cleansing, with reports that Christians are cannibalizing Muslims. Really, they're cannibalizing. I hope they have that on cam. Okay, because I don't believe that for 1 second. Well, this goes back to the tribalism thing, where the people are constantly battling each other down there in civil wars. Muslims versus Christians, Christians versus Muslims. They only complain when Christians kill Muslims. Now, when Muslims kill Christians, they just ignore that. You usually don't even see it in the news. And I'm not saying it's good to kill people, but I mean, this is the problem with having this multi-ethnic nonsense, multicultural nonsense. I have nothing against Muslims, but it's like we can't just put everyone together in the same area and act like they're all just going to get along and sing kumbaya. That's not going to happen. Christians need an area where they're safe. Muslims need an area where they're safe. I mean, that's just my take on it. Okay. See, in America, white supremacists, who are self-described Christians, are the single largest terror threat to American security. That's described Christians are the single largest terror threat to American security, according to the FBI and 392 police agencies in a study published last year. Okay. Really? This is what Obama's FBI, where he hates Christians because we know he's a closet Muslim, And of course, he's a whole cult of personality. He's everything. He's what? He's a Jew. He's a Muslim. He's a heterosexual. He's a homosexual. He's everything. He's a cult of personality, right? I've seen him everywhere. I've seen him in Muslim garb. I've seen him in Jewish garb. I've seen him in Christian garb. I've seen him everywhere. Okay. But yeah, so this is Obama's FBI. And really, the Muslims going around killing everybody all around the world right now, raping, looting, killing. And this guy is concerned about what? Right? The evil Christians in America. But once again, have they bombed anybody? Who have they bombed? Who have they killed? What little girl have they raped and maimed? None. What bomb have they put on their chest and gone and blown somebody up somewhere? Where are they? Where are they? Okay? This is a lie. This is bullshit. This is leftist communist propaganda trying to tell you that Christians are going around killing people. Total, absolute BS. I just want to vomit. Okay, moving on. Okay, what am I against the Iraq War? Yeah, Iraq War was stupid. The people who attacked us, they came in from Saudi Arabia. They were Saudis, right? Um, I don't want to get into this too much simply because it's 9/11's an inside job. We can debate that, yada yada yada. That's like a whole different conversation right now. Okay, so yeah, the KKK still exists somewhere, although I don't think anyone's ever seen one, kind of like a Bigfoot sighting. Nazis still exist. No, Nazis do not exist. Okay, to be a Nazi, they don't know what a Nazi is. So to understand whether Nazis exist or do not exist, you kind of have to know what a Nazi is. Nazi is a political term. It means stands for the Nationalist Socialist German Workers' Party. It's a political party that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's been gone since World War II. It's gone. It's done. Okay. I think that's why they use the term neo-Nazis, because they have some people who but they're not real Nazis. Okay. Nazis don't exist anymore. Okay. If you find one somewhere, let me know. See, Aryan nations still exist. This one I can't really comment on too much because I don't really follow Aryan nations. Are there white supremacist groups? I imagine. It's been my experience. Most white supremacist groups are actually controlled by the left. They actually get their people in there. It's controlled opposition. You ever wonder why you see these neo-Nazis and their heads are shaved and they're running around? They look like drug addicts, tattoos everywhere, scaring the shit out of people. Well, why would you do that? If you go back into history and you look at the regular Nazis of Hitler's Germany, they don't look like that. They don't have tattoos all over their face. Their heads aren't shaved. They aren't scaring the shit out of people in that way. I mean, it's designed to make people afraid of nationalism and any type of conservatism too. They don't want you to think about it. Don't look into the history of the Nazis. Don't think about it. Don't open a history book. Okay, just emotionalize and be afraid and go on from there. Okay, and I'm rambling. I apologize. I tend to ramble. So question Muslim about ISIS. I don't care about ISIS. And for those of you who don't know, ISIS stands for the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Okay, I know the news will never tell you that, but that's what it stands for. Okay, and they're saying it's the result of the bombing. Okay, bullshit. Okay, we know these little pricks. Okay, they started off as the Mujahideen. Okay, and they've been getting weapons from the West for a long time. We've been building. There's a proxy army. There's a lot of videos on this, a lot of information. Google them, look for them. You can find them. Smuggling in weapons, giving them a bunch of weapons. Mysterious weapons drops. The U.S. military is supposed to be guarding something. They get attacked by, they just fall back, let them catch the whole weapons catch. All kinds of weirdness, all manner of insanity. When we're supposedly bombing them when Obama was in charge, they just wouldn't even target a lot of that stuff. They'd go blow up like use a $5 million missile to blow up a cardboard box somewhere. You remember the time when they were dropping leaflets over ISIS, letting them know that they were about to be bombed by the Russians? You remember that? ISIS is an invention of the West. I for one am sick of ISIS, and we need to get rid of them. Definitely need to get rid of them and contain them. So, well, that's all for now. I just wanted to comment on this stupid article. Anti-white, anti-Christian. I mean, I just want to vomit. Look, and the picture of this guy. Look how arrogant he is. He's got this. Look, not only does he look inbred, but he's got this stupid smirk on his face, like I'm so smarter than you. It's like, you know what, pal? Shove it. And with that, I am going to salute and done for now. So until next time, thanks for watching.